Ich verlasse den Raum. Ach so. Ach du Scheiße.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Konstantin, how are you feeling?
Bin nur rausgegangen.
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the Commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They're going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered, or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it.
As you advised, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they both pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him En Onmil Frichteman, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it with my own eyes take shape during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents. It is a terrifying perspective.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Princess, could you shed some light on this being? Is it possible to meet him?
All the Doneigada know him. He is the strength, the spirit of Tirfredi. You were looking for a demon or a remedy from plants, so I did not think of him. But yes, he is very powerful and as old as our world. He could surely heal your sickness. But it is not simple to meet him. Impossible, I would think. Though it is not my place to judge, you need to earn the trust of Glendan, the Elder of the Council. Ask him for his help.
I beg you, cousin. Go and find Glendan. Do all that he requires. Offer him all that he desires. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. My life is in your hands. And those of so many others.
I will do all in my power. I have already promised you. Where can I find this Glendan?
He lives in the village of Dorchad Genadu. It is in the heart of our island, at the entrance to our most sacred lands.
Thank you for your help, Princess. I will not forget the numerous services you have provided for us. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure. Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, Your Highness, we have the best physicians in the world. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Teleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went. If this healer is as skilled as our pretty little sapling here says, then we need to see him right away.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Es sind natürlich viele Geschichtsstränge gleichzeitig abgearbeitet worden hier an der Stelle, weil wir ja viel fertig gemacht hatten. Zum einen über die Geschichte der Insel, wo wir herausgefunden haben, dass sie auf dem Kontinent hier früher schon mal waren. Dann natürlich der Verrat. Das Leid von Konstantin mildern. Dann haben gefährliche Wetten. Mit Petrus über seinen Plan reden. Holzfällerei. Wir müssen uns aber das nächste Mal darum kümmern, weil ich muss jetzt gleich los. Also ich werde wahrscheinlich heute Nacht nochmal streamen. So, Freunde der Spielkultur. Abends. Wir werden Greedfall spielen, vielleicht sogar heute Nacht komplett durch. Mal gucken, wie es vom Zeitlichen ist. Wir müssen ja noch den netten Herrn, mit dem wir früher auf die Insel gekommen sind, befragen. Ich habe noch vom Aufstand zu viel Gewicht. Egal, wenn ich jetzt schon hier drin bin, sollte ich eben mit dem quatschen. Ich wusste gar nicht, dass das dem sein Zimmer ist überhaupt.
Sir de Corsilion.
Sade, my young student, what can I do for you?
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigador. They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by our woodcutters, to heal it. To reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Good. You have traveled great distances, and the Terra Incognita will soon be but a distant memory. Keep doing what you're doing, Desade. Can your old professor
Ach ja,
still prove
stimmt. Für den
himself
sollen wir die
useful?
ganzen Lager kartografieren.
I found no traces of Professor Seraphedin yet.
That's most regrettable. But keep looking for him, will you? You never know. Can your old professor still prove...
Looking forward to seeing you.
So viel dazu. Und wir können jetzt mal eben wieder unsere normale Ausrüstung anziehen. Aber es hat ja eh nicht funktioniert, sich zu tarnen. Ach Hund, ich weiß, du willst gerne jetzt gerade spielen. Aber es geht nicht. Wir müssen mich jetzt Sachen verkaufen. Das Schlimme ist, der kommt hier neben mich und schmeißt von der Couch die relativ nah ist, das Spielzeug runter, sodass ich das wieder oben auf die Couch schmeiße. Dann holt er das wieder, bringt das, schmeißt das hier hin und ich soll das wieder schmeißen. Ich habe, glaube ich, den einzigen Mops, der Sachen zurückbringt. Das ist nämlich rassenuntypisch. Ich habe das nie geübt mit dem. Der hat nie eine Belohnung bekommen dafür, dass der Sachen bringt. Nein, ich will nicht mit dir handeln.
Oh, so great.
Lieder behalte ich mal. Kriegerkönig Kampfhandschuhe. Wollte ich die nicht eigentlich der Dame anziehen? Ich habe immer noch 192 Gewicht. Ach so, hier. Die ganzen alten Wams-Geschichten. Das Priestergewand behalten, wegen dem Wissenschaftspunkt drauf. Stoppende Falle kann weg, magische Falle, Elementarfallen. Na, können wir ein paar können wir ein paar behalten, weil damit sprengst du ja dich durch Gänge durch. Den ganzen anderen Kram benutze ich ja nicht. Munition kann verkauft werden.
The best forge in Tier 3D. Blades, armor, locks, custom pieces made to order. Oh, it's you on all the
Nein, lass mich. Hier stehen mehr Wachen von der Groschen gerade rum. Muss mal eben an die Kiste. Beziehungsweise nicht nur an die Kiste. Ich muss ja auch mal eben kurz mit meinen Gefährten rumhantieren. Du nicht, du auch nicht. Du kannst mit den Sachen gar nichts anfangen, wie ich das richtig sehe. Na doch, mit den Kriegerkönig Kampfhandschuhen kannst du wohl was anfangen. Weiter, sag, komm mal her. Weiter, sah. Weiter, sah, du kleiner Stinker. Immer wenn ich weg war, ist er danach unmöglich. So, hat er sich hingelegt. Entschuldigung. Ich muss jetzt, nachdem ich schon ein bisschen rumgehantiert habe, wegen diesen Verbesserungen auf den Rüstungen, sagen generell, es ist zwar ganz schön, dass du die Rüstung anpassen kannst, aber es macht halt eigentlich so gut wie gar nichts. mal, sie kann das Opferungsschwert nehmen. Du hast ja schon den Ring. Upsala. Auf U ist anscheinend Heiltrank nehmen schnell. Siora ist dann fast am besten ausgestattet. Ach so, deshalb. Die kann das ja gar nicht tragen hier mit 3 Ausdauer. Inquisitor Zeremonierüstung. Die könnte sie zwar tragen, aber behalt mal den Major-Kragenwams, obwohl der ist schlechter. Ach, nimm ihn. Dann siehst du aus wie ein Inquisitor. Passt nicht so ganz zu deiner Klasse, aber ist okay. Du nimmst die Rüstung. Kriegst mal einen Helm, wo du nur halb so affig aussiehst wie sonst. So. Normalerweise ist das kurz eine Waffe gewesen, aber irgendwie ist sie in meinem Inventar. Das wär's. Jetzt können wir in die Archive gehen. Ich weiß, nicht so interessant, wenn man die Gruppe ausstattet. Wobei Kurt jetzt bestimmt keine Waffe hat, oder? Doch, der hat den. Komisch. Ich muss Kurt auch gegen Petrus noch austauschen. Und die Archive sind bestimmt in dem Raum, wo sie vorhin Schutz gesucht haben. Weil davor war ja nichts, was aussah wie ein Archiv. Gott sei Dank, ich denke, es ist in diesem Buch. Nach Verhandlungen zwischen Häuptling Dankes und Gouverneurin de Moreng über Ländereien in den Regionen von Kenwa wurde hiermit beschlossen, dass die verhandelten Ländereien von nun an alleiniges und ausschließliches Eigentum der Händlerkongregation sind. Eine Forstnutzung durch Holzfällerei ist ausdrücklich gestattet. Der Zugang in diesem Gebiet ist jetzt nur noch Mitgliedern der Kongregation erlaubt. Es ist zwar mitten in der Nacht, aber ich habe ein wichtiges Anliegen. falls ich schlechter lese, ich habe 2 Radler getrunken. Vorm Stream. Beim Stream darf ich ja nicht. Ich weiß gar nicht warum. Normalerweise trinke ich keinen Alkohol, wenn ich was esse. Aber Begleitung hat Wein getrunken und ich wollte nicht da sitzen und eine Cola trinken. Ach, ich bin ein Gruppenzwang-Mensch. Radler Vollrausch. Nicht schlechter als sonst. Nein, das war gerade schon nicht so dolle.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigador. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed, and I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
Eine sehr weise Entscheidung. Oh, und da muss ich nachher wieder hier 2 Etagen hochlaufen. Ich musste übrigens leider auf mein Handy gucken. Ich weiß, total unhöflich. Aber in meinem dämlichen Strategie-Browser-Game, Strategie-App, ist es wirklich so, als wenn der Typ, der zurzeit mit mir Krieg führt, da genau weiß, wann ich online bin und wann nicht. Ich lege gerade das Handy weg, dann greift er mich an. Wenn ich in der App drin bin und eine halbe Stunde darauf warte nach dem Angriff, dass der wieder angreift, passiert gar nichts, damit ich darauf vernünftig reagieren kann. Dann lege ich das jetzt wie gerade, Stream fängt an, wir spielen 5 Minuten, bam, greift er mich wieder an. Vor allem hat er sein Icon verändert, damit ich den nicht mehr so erkenne. Oh mein Gott, Kurt hat was und Petrus hat was. Oh nee, lass uns erst was mit der Lichtung machen. Also ich denke mal, die Lichtung wird jetzt nicht alles kaputt machen. Wenn ich jetzt mal eine Nebenquest nicht verfolge direkt. Weil sieht er, wann du streamst. Nein, das habe ich schon den ganzen Tag, auch als ich nicht gestreamt habe. Weil du kannst in dem Spiel halt jemanden total verarschen. Sagen wir, der greift an und du upgradest die Stadt dann sofort. Zerschmettert den seine Armee an den neuen Stadtmauern. Weil da ist kein Zeitlimit drin. Die Truppe kann eine Minute auf dem Weg zu dir sein und dann machst du einfach 20 Stadtlevel höher und dann verliert er seine Armee. Aber das konnte ich heute keiner machen, weil ich nie in diesem Zeitfenster reagiert habe. Leider.
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely, to accomplish your rituals or heal the area. And the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tat.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochre berries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Duncas, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renoixe came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkers.
Qua awalum seg.
Okay. Normalerweise, ich tue dir einen Gefallen und du tust mir Gefallen. Totaler Blödsinn. Die haben Scheiße gebaut, die müssen einfach dafür gerade stehen jetzt. Ich hoffe, dass mein Cousin nicht einfach, oder Vetter nicht einfach stirbt nachher. Weil ich so viel anderes mache erstmal. Dum dum. Lass mich durch. Vor allem, wie sollen Leute von denen in der Mine verschwunden sein? Die dürfen das Gebiet hier doch gar nicht betreten, laut der Holzfäller.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
Habe ich jetzt die Lage beurteilt? Vor allem geil, Minengefängnis.
Those guys must have no respect for the lives of their men to start mining again.
These Renagse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Tut mir leid, Kurt, du bist ein toller Typ. Aber ich hatte lieber Petrus dabei. Aber Gott sei Dank hat die Mine einen geheimen Zugang an der Seite.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Ich weiß ja schon, dass ein Gefangenenlager drin ist. Man konnte es auf der Karte ja schon anklicken. Minengefängnis.
Those crazy fools have reopened this mine.
The Monisinaga. They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Corsillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Die haben doch nur Saruman ihre Treue geschworen. Das siehst du doch von hier aus. Und geh was trinken, wenn du Husten hast. Saruman.